Hi Todd, Oceana here with Boost My Buyers. Here's your free video website audit. This is great. I love your website. It is really beautiful, but there are some things that we can change that will get you more jobs. So the first thing is adding a click to call number somewhere either right here or right here, there are ways to make room for it. And what it's going to do if you have a click to call is it's going to be a large number, so people are going to notice it right away and be more likely to call you. And also, if they're on their mobile phone, they can actually just click that number and call you right up. So makes that transition from curious to customer a lot easier for your visitors, right? Okay, so the next thing I want to go over is content. So you can see you've got some content right here, the words on the page. So we really suggest to our clients that they get 2,000 words on their homepage and 1,000 words on their other pages. The reason for this is that Google sees content as king, and basically it believes that if you have lots of content, lots of words on your page, that must mean that you know a lot about your subject, so that must mean that people are interested in what you have to say. So it's going to push you to the top if you have lots of words, and they have to be certain words. You've got to have certain phrases in there that show buyer intent so that you show up when people are typing those words into Google, and I'll go over how to find those in a moment. Okay, so one more thing before I jump over to that tool. I'm going to right click and click Save As on this picture here, and you can see it's saved as Roy Miller Painting, 5-star painting services, paints and stains. The thing is, no one's typing that into Google, I'll tell you right now, and so it's not actually helping you. What you want to do is you want to save those images as something that someone would type into Google when they're looking for your services, and I will jump over to that tool right now. So this is Ahrefs. This is how I find those keywords. This is also how I can see an in-depth view of how a website is performing, how much traffic it's getting, etc. So right here, this score, the UR and the DR score is basically how much Google thinks you're trustworthy, and you've got a fairly low score. And then over here, we've got referring domains and backlinks. So a referring domain and backlink are related. Let's see, how can I explain this best? So a backlink is any time that any website across the internet has a link that goes directly to your website. So if they have a link on their website that says go to roymillerpainting.com, and that's a link, that counts as a backlink. And what that does is it passes authority over from that website to yours. But there's a trick to it. It's got to be from websites that are relevant to your website, as well as, so like a painter or another contractor or something like that. And then it also should be from a website that is trusted, so hopefully one that has a higher score than you do right here. Okay, so now we're going to move on to organic keywords. These are the things that someone could type into Google in order to find you. So let's click on those and see what you come up for. So you're only on the first page for one keyword, and that's if someone types Miller Painting Company. And so you'll show up at the very bottom of the first page, and you are getting currently almost 1/2 of a visitor every month on average for showing up for that keyword. So it's really not doing you much good, and these ones are doing you even less good. You can see right here we got traffic 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. It's really terrible. So we have a lot of room for improvement. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so now what keywords do we want to include on your page, right? So I did some research, looked up all of the areas in all the cities in Orange County, and then also included it looks like just paint for this one, and then I also worked on epoxy, and I'll show you that in a second because I know you do epoxy as well. There is more traffic, more people typing words that are looking for painters into Google than looking for epoxy in this area, but there is promise for both. So we can see Orange County painters, 200, right? And that's a fairly good, fairly high buyer intent keyword. Someone's probably looking for someone to paint their house or something if they're typing that into Google. But a better one is down here, House Painters. Oh, I clicked on it, but House Painters Orange County. So let's see, 90 people every month are typing that exact phrase into Google, and they are definitely wanting your services if they are typing that into Google. So that's a good one. So there are lots of keywords that are showing promise here, like that one and that one, and let's see, some other ones I saw down here. Painting contractors, Orange County. There's another 70 people searching that every single month, and that shows that they're looking for not only exactly what you do, but also exactly in the area that you do it. So those are really good keywords to go after. Okay, and then I also looked up epoxy. The numbers are not quite as impressive here. You can see volume is not very high, but if you want, to go after these, that will bring you in, probably a few calls a month. I'd say if we really went after this vigorously and we got it, you would get a few calls a month from just for epoxy flooring. So it might be worth going after. I don't know exactly how much a job is worth to you, but there we go. Okay, so Orange County Painters, I looked it up on Google, and this is what you get. I'm sure you've seen a Google results page a million times, but here it is from my point of view. The ads, most people just skip right past those. This is the map pack. How you get into the map pack is you have citations. A citation is anywhere that your name, address, and phone number are listed anywhere across the internet. And what that does is it passes authority, much like a backlink, but instead of having a link, it's your name, address, and phone number. And that will help push you to the top of the Google results page here. And then right here, this is the most coveted spot on the Google results page. 31% of all of the visitors coming to this page will click on this link. And since it's Yelp, it actually is not this one or this one, but it's this one here is the most coveted one on this results page, except that they ought to be up here. I know that's silly, but basically these are directories, and this is the first local listing. So we're going to use that to compare you with, and here's their website. We know that they're doing something right because they're showing up near the top of the first page of Google. So we're going to look, and yep, looks like they have more content than you do, but still not anywhere near that 2,000 minimum. So if you hit that 2,000 minimum, you're probably going to outdo them. It's not quite that simple. There are other things involved, but that is a really good start. Let's see if they're saving their images properly. So let's just pick this image right here. Save image as wood repairs. So they are saving it as things that, they could do better. They could use better ones, interior painting California, but they do seem to have the idea down. So, and then they do have this click to call number right here. So they're doing those things right. And then if we look at them, their health score in Ahrefs, we can see that their scores are a little higher than yours, but not that much higher. They're definitely still beatable. They've got 39 referring domains, so 39 different websites are pointing to their website a total of 183 times, and they're showing up for 248 organic keywords. So let's see what those are. Orange County Painters, 200 volume every month. They're showing up in the 3rd position. That's right, we just looked at that. Orange County Painters, again, they're showing up, so it looks like they're showing up in the next spot as well for that same keyword. Interior Painter, now this one's funny because Interior Painter is exactly what they do, and there are 1,200 people searching for that every month, so you would think that would bring them a lot of business. They're even sitting on the first page for that. However, because it's what we call a national keyword, it doesn't have an area listed here. It doesn't say Orange County or City of Orange or Laguna Beach or anything like that to show that it's nearby. It's a national keyword. So this is including everyone in New York and Texas and all of those different places that might search that. So the chances of somebody typing interior painter in and being in the area that they service is very low. Painting contractor near me is a similar situation where they might show up, but that's out of 350. So, but Irvine Painting, now that is a little bit higher buyer intent, since they are in the area at least, and they might be looking for a painting to put on the wall, right? But they also could be talking about your painting services. So that's kind of what we do. That's how we find the keywords that we want to use. Oh, here we go. So that pretty much brings me to the end of the video. Real quick key points I want you to take away here is increase the relevant content on your homepage and on your back pages. 2,000 words or more on your homepage, 1,000 words or more on your back pages, or the other pages on your website that is not the home page. And then save images as keywords, those keywords that we were talking about, and also implement backlinks and citations to show Google that you're an authority and get you pushed up to the top of the results page. So you can go ahead and call me here at 747-305-8800, or you can email me at oceana@boostmybuyers.com. I really hope that this was a helpful video for you, and thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to take a look at this. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to your feedback. Thank you so much, Todd.